I got a good question from a subscriber, and this subscriber said, hey Jason, if I come across somebody, maybe they're mouthing off or whatever, how do I know if they're actually trained to fight? How do I know that they're actually skilled in martial arts or self-defense? Good question. Here's the real answer. The person who is mouthing off, the person who's puffing out his chest trying to impress his girlfriend at the bar, has probably never been in a fight in his life, because those who are actually trained, those who know what they're doing, are the quiet ones who try to avoid the fight. So if somebody comes up to me and they're mouthing off or they're causing problems, say, hey buddy, no, please, I don't want any trouble. Please leave me alone, right? I'm not going to sit there and say, again, puffing out my chest like, hey, do you know I'm former CIA? Do you know I'm trained in X, Y, and Z? Do you know there's a 99% chance I can probably kick your butt? I would never in a million years do that, because guess what? I don't want to fight. I want to avoid it. I don't need to prove anything to anybody. So all of my CIA buddies, Navy SEAL buddies, all those who are very well trained, they're the ones that, again, try to avoid a fight because they have nothing to prove. So remember that if there's some guy, and you shouldn't be mouthing off to anybody, but if there's some guy who's quiet, who's just standing there, who's not, again, trying to have a big ego, he's the dangerous one you want to avoid. The guy who's saying, hey, please, buddy, please, I don't want any trouble, he's the one, because guess what? You've got to be able to flip a switch in an instant. So if you're coming after me, and again, I'm going to be trying to avoid, I'm going to say, please, 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 but as soon as you try to attack me, as soon as you get close, then you flip that switch, you go in with a straight blast, you go in with the elbow, you go in with whatever self-defense move that you want to do. So it's the quiet ones, it's the one to avoid that you've got to be worried about. But of course, you should never be, again, trying to get in a fight anyways. You should be walking away, you should be swallowing your pride, but always be ready to turn it on, flip that switch, and crash into your attacker if need be.